Mix beyond track line.
Seven, five, nine.
Everybody, get on up in here. You already know the vibes. Get my water real quick. All right, y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all know what time it is.
Hello.
It, oh, damn.
Hi.
Hi. Shit.
What episode is this? Episode.
179.
Okay. Hold on.
I believe it's 179, or did we miscount it as 180?
Well, we could edit it when we're done, right? You could change. Does it matter?
179.
Okay, so let me hit 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? This is the Random Talking in the Music Show, episode 179.
Yes, we're almost at 200. We want to welcome everybody who's tuning into us over on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Caffeine TV. What's good? Also on YouTube. And also, we are now streaming live audio feed, mixler.com/Minx Radio. Y'all already know what is going on. It's your girl 759. Always on the screen and on the scene, ready to do my thing. And I'm joined by my co-host, everyone's favorite minx, the Bronx bully, the beast from the east with a gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay, aka Merciless Minx, aka To Catch a Scammer, aka DJ Minx the Merciless, a whole bunch of other names, but it's my homegirl, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cooter, call it what you want to call her. Just don't call her copycat. Do they dig, Minx, or do they motherfucking dig?
I hope they dig.
And if they don't, we got 2 words for you.
The shovels.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So, it's been a lot going on over the weekend. I hope everybody set their clocks back, not forward. I'm still confused. I thought today was Tuesday. First day of daylight saving time, which I think is very ridiculous because, well, I think I remember why they said we have daylight saving time, but it's only 1 or 2 states in the whole country that does not have to observe daylight saving time. And I think one is Arizona. I'm not sure why. Hold on a second. Let's ask Siri.
Is it the East Coast people? I think it's the East Coast people.
It's one Midwest state and one Western state, I believe, that don't have to do the time clocks. They don't have to, set it back. Let's get a little educational, shall we? Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
What 2 states do not have to observe daylight saving time?
Okay, I found this on the web for what 2 states do not have to observe daylight savings time. Check it out.
Why, thank you. Well, that's pulling up. Once again, welcome to everyone who's just now tuning in with us. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all of our social medias. Let me go ahead and throw that up on the screen for your bam. There we go. And well, bam. Go ahead and I was right. It was 2 states. Yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at the top. Minx is at the bottom. And of course, at the bottom is the Random Talking Indie Music Show IG page where we put up clips, funny pieces, and other promo things like that. Let's see what's going on. 2 states opted out. Oh, it was Hawaii and Arizona. That makes sense, Hawaii. In Hawaii, the sun rises and sets at the same time every day.
Oh, so I guess that's why they don't have to participate.
Yeah. Arizona follows suit in 1968 because it gets a lot of daylight year round. Not setting clocks forward also ensures that there are lower temperatures during waking and bedtime hours. However, the Navajo Nation in northeastern Arizona does observe daylight saving time, so it can have a uniform time with the parts of the territory in Utah and New Mexico.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. And that was your educational piece here on the RTIM show.
What's up?
Before
we got J Raz the Prince. Welcome.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Before we do get started, this weekend has been kicking everybody in the ass.
Hold on. Sage.
Yeah, we're gonna need it because I hate to start the show off with some bad news. I really do. Go ahead, advertise.
This is Sweet Dreams Sage and Lavender Smudge Spray, which is equipped with the protection essence of St. Michael. Thank you.
Who knows who St. Michael smell like? Come on now. Who said, yeah, this is St. Michael right here?
No, we did not see Rock versus Mook. I haven't seen that one yet.
I've been hearing the third the third round was kind of meh.
I gotta see it. I know that everybody was tuned into that this weekend, but this weekend it's all elections.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. It was a lot going on Friday through Sunday, let me tell y'all. But before we do get started, rest in peace to the Bishop Rance Allen. He passed away on the 30th at the age of 71. I don't know if it's official, but they said allegedly complications of COVID-19.
Oh my God.
So I know. So rest in peace to the good bishop. If y'all don't know who Rance Allen is, and even if you're not the most religious, you know the song Something About the Name Jesus, and only he can sing it the way he sing it. You're welcome. Google is your friend. Do your Googleables. And also rest in peace to my favorite James Bond. Sir Sean Connery passed away at the age of 90. They said he had dementia in his later years, and it really took a toll on him. So, so that's what's going on with that. Certain channels are doing 007 marathons. Me, I don't need to watch TV because I have half of the 007 movies on DVD. So that's what I've been doing, because he was my favorite James Bond. So rest in peace, Sir Sean. Rest in peace, Bishop Rance. Jesus. And now
I think we had a couple of deaths today. There was an actor that was shot dead, and then there was an American Idol. Who I remember?
Another one?
Yeah, she died from a brain aneurysm.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
She was one of my favorites. She was a part of that, the Justin Guarini and.
Oh, she's from that.
She was.
Oh wow.
She was third place, and she passed away at 42, I believe.
Damn it, man. What is going on?
We can't take no more. Right now, even, this weekend was difficult for me because my sister's in the hospital, and I've been, playing auntie, which I miss my nephew. You
Of course, he is a cutie pie.
That's my little baby. No, I love him. He's
the heartbreaker.
He's such a heartbreaker. I was going to take him home with me. But his dad, he's, taking care of him now. So I'm just on standby just in case.
Right.
But yeah, she's been in the hospital since Halloween, and I'm just being updated on her condition. And one thing I will say for everybody, when you're a twin, it's different. It's not like like your little sibling or your cousin. This is your twin, and to see them in distress is just so crazy. And also today, again, rest in peace to my grandmother. She's about to be next month, December 12th, will be 13 years since she has transitioned. And also rest in peace to Leonard, his mother. It was also her birthday today. So we our people share birthdays, and that's so cool how the universe reacts in those instances. But thank you to everybody that has raised us, took care of us, and made us the crazy Looney Tunes that we are today.
But yeah, positive vibes to your sister. You know what I mean? Hope she recovers okay.
She'll be all right. She better be.
She'll be all right.
Better be fucking tuned in too, knowing that she hit me up and said, "You got the Netflix password?" I was like, "I got you, girl."
Of course, we all got the Netflix password. I change mine so often. So if someone would ask me, I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
I don't even watch the shit. I said, let me see the billing for this shit. I said, I've been paying for this shit for 3 years, but was it 3 months? And I haven't watched it once.
You ain't watched not one. They do have some good. They do have some good documentaries. I'm a historian type, buff, so I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff. A lot of musical documentaries on there too that I watch.
See the real deal. I want to see the real deal.
Oh.
They don't really have those types of movies on Netflix.
Of course not. That's dark web.
It's like half truths and shit, for you to go down the rabbit hole yourself.
And scare yourself to sleep. Like, who does that?
Ancient pyramids under the earth. And what if we built on top of the burial plots? And this is why we have so much issues with motherfuckers trying to put on they're not wearing their masks. They're getting us sick.
See, and that's the shit that puts her to sleep. I can't. I just cannot. Also, before we get started, and I haven't done the ad yet. Shout out to Twin Radio Syndicates, Darnell. They're twins as well. And he is currently battling COVID-19, and he had put up a status that he is being admitted to the hospital. He had a fever yesterday of 102, and he made sure to put this in all caps: wear a fucking mask, folks. He can't stress it enough. I mean, come on, one of our own is down and out, and he's got his other things he's got going on, and y'all out here partying and having fun like the shit ain't real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So please, 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 please take this seriously, as serious as possible. Now I know some of y'all out there, oh, this is just a scare tactic. If you want to live life in fear, if you want to just stay home and live in fear. We're going to live our lives.
I'd rather live in fear and be alive to live in fear. Yeah, some of y'all ain't even going to be alive to live in fear.
Right. I mean, like I said, I don't own any rest in peace shirts. I plan on not owning any if possible, but I need y'all. And I know that y'all's party was packed, and I know y'all had a good time, which is good. It's all right. It's good. But I hope, and I hope some of y'all wore a mask and actually wore it and not chin strapped it to your face. Like, come on now, be for real.
Yeah, they're like literally half-assing it.
Yeah. Why even wear it? I mean, you only wore it long enough to get in because it said it was enforced to get in. But after you got in, now I want to drink.
If y'all want to die, just take yourself. Don't take us with you.
Yeah, don't take me with you. I risk enough having to go to work every day and being around your uncles and your grandmothers and your grandfathers for 8 hours. Even though I'm not directly working with them. So I wear what I have to wear, and my face is getting tore up. I'm telling you, wearing these masks. Sometimes I have to wear two. And a face shield. So listen, I have to do what I have to do to protect myself and protect those that are around me. And I would think y'all had the courtesy and the decency to do that for yourself and for others. Some of y'all have young children. Come on. Some of y'all have, your grandmothers are still alive. Don't let this bullshit be the reason why your grandmother has to be in a hospital by herself with no one around her because y'all decided to go out and be wilding. Like, come on now.
Right.
So please wear a mask. Oh my gosh. Did I tell y'all the story about these two people that was busting slob in a bus?
Recently?
Yeah, so so there are signs on the bus. Yeah, there are signs on the bus that require you to wear a mask. However, that isn't totally being enforced, but I wear mine. And it's this couple, they get on the bus and they happen to sit up under the sign that says all face masks are required. They just hugging up all up on each other, kissing and busting slobs all up on the bus. Every time they get on the bus, it's like, bro, first of all, y'all could have did all that before you left the house. Number one. Number two, nobody needs to see all that. Number three, ew.
You said number 3, ew.
Ew.
Ewy.
And then they're sitting there, they're talking amongst themselves. And the man's got his arm around his wife, and they're being all lovey-dovey, which is kind of cute. And then they get like nobody wants to see and hear all of that.
Are they newlyweds?
I hope not.
We definitely don't do that shit.
I really hope not.
My man kisses me, and I'm like, "What do you want? What now? What did I do?
What needs to be done? Like, really?
Was I unintentionally like sexy for you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm very tired. Good night.
I'll try to scale back next time.
Yeah, I'll try my best to look as shitty as I can.
Oh my god!
No exception today.
And on that note, join the hustle culture tonight. The movement is growing. If you want to become part of the hustle culture, all you have to do is very simple, y'all. Send in your picture along with your name, your profession, your IG handle, your location, and a small quote of what you think hustle culture means to you. Send all that over to hustleculturemag@gmail.com. And also, yesterday would have been the great time for you to become a Patreon for the Merciless Cast. Get some jewels for that ass. Premium jewels for a low price, fully researched and scam free. This has been the year of the scam, and my homegirl Minx has been cracking them and busting them down and breaking it down on how you know that you're being trapped into some bullshit ass scam. So if you really don't know and you need some tools and you need some jewels, join the Merciless Cast. Some jewels for your ass. I should have been a rapper. Also, head on over to minxradio.com. Head on over to minxradio.com for past and current episodes of the Minx Show podcast on all DSPs and also on YouTube. Or have you been muted yet?
Well, they give me my strikes and shit, but it's all good.
Okay.
They're never gonna monetize the shit. That's why we got the Patreon.
Yeah, so all of these DSPs that you see on the screen also on YouTube. And head on over, hit that merch tab and get you some Minx Mafia merch, bruh. I stepped out the house this morning, had to hang on to my wig, even though it's all mine. My little locks was just flapping in the wind. I had to grab my hat. So listen, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, my girl got it. Y'all already know the vibes. And also, if you are a fan of battle rap,
Yes.
this is the next Top Bull tour, sponsored by John the Don.
JJD.
I mean, you gotta say the John, you ain't saying it twice, and if you ain't saying the Don, you ain't saying it right.
You just ain't saying it right.
You just ain't saying it right. So these are the official cities and dates in a town near you. If you don't live near any of these towns, transportation is your friend. Amtrak does run. So if you want to be part of the battle rap experience, if you want to, test your skills, these are the dates. Head on over to bullpenleague@gmail.com for more information on how to enter the tournaments. I'm sure there's going to be cash prizes and all that stuff. Sponsored by Caffeine TV, Bullpen, Rap League, and all of that. So shout out to John for giving the tour dates and giving the up and coming a chance to show they shit.
And this is not no tagger artist type shit.
No. This is legit. This is straight from John himself. So
I just want to let you know.
Tag your favorite battle rapper. No.
Right.
This is straight from John off of his IG page. So please take advantage. If you live in any of these cities or near any of these cities or can get to any of these cities, take advantage.
Yes. No excuses.
No excuses. And we are here. Oh yeah. Also, artists, please, if you want to send in your music video submissions, rtimshow@gmail.com, MP3s and MP4s, please, if you can. Or if you want to just drop a YouTube link, that's fine. Please don't hit us up with your whole EP thinking we're going to play the whole shit, because we're not. Also, at the end of this show, tune in and stay tuned for the Merciless Mix with my homegirl Minx Couture. I heard you. I heard you Wednesday. You was doing your thing.
I was trying. I was like, hold on. Oh.
DJ Panic Attack.
Like, oh my God. Okay, this is 86 beats per minute. Okay, this one is 106. Okay, that's kind of close. Okay, we're gonna merge it a little bit. Okay, that's not the one.
I told you kind of what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was cool though.
I mean, if you have to play a track that's like, if the track is 86 beats per minute and you got to play it to 106, you got to do what you got to do.
But here's the thing I also noticed too, because I'm learning as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, come out with some love song, talking about love and singing about I love you, I miss you, and then merge it into fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, nah, that does not.
It's like, oh my God, what have I done?
I done fucked it up. Yeah, no, that kind of reminds me of the time where where we were having a cookout at my house, and my uncle blessed the food, and my cousin, is on the grill. He's playing the music, no real DJ shit. We just had CDs in. He was just playing the shit, and so after my uncle blessed the food, now mind you, he is the squarest square on the face of the earth. He's all into church and all this extra. So after he really took his time and praised Jesus and blessed the food, we said amen. My cousin decided, you know what I'm going to play? Candy Liquor by Clarence Carter. I said, you know what? This is not. If you are a fan of Southern Soul and that type of music, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's Clarence Carter. Yeah, it's called Candy Liquor, and it's very nasty. I just looked at him like, bro, we just blessed the food, literally spoke Jesus' name and all this crazy shit. And here you go. I want to lick you up. Let me lick you down. Turn around, baby. Let me lick you all around. I said, you know what? This is not the vibe that we were quite going for.
What's up, Kaput? I hope I'm saying your name right. Kaput.
Yes, she is the queen of massacring your name. So
I know. Someone's name could be John, and I can say,
Capiche.
oh, cut up. Oh, okay. Cut up.
See, there you go. All
And
right.
I love how they write like the syllables out and the little dots and shit. And then, it's an adjective. It's not a verb. Oh, I hope that, I'll remember that. Cut up. Don't cut up, Minx. Don't cut up.
She gonna mess it up again. Watch.
No, because you know what? I was actually helping my cousin at one point back in the day. We were managing an artist, and we were putting together his package and everything. I was young. I was like 17. And I said, what's your name? He says, my name is Kaput Ruckus. And I just like, Kaput Ruckus. That just bothered me.
How and where did you get that name?
Oh, I'm going to tell you how. You're going to laugh. Now, of course, I'm looking at him. She's like, oh, wait, I'm drinking. I don't want to spit this all.
All right, go right on ahead. I'm ready.
So I'm looking at him. I'm like, you know what? This dude looks like Tupac. He had the earring, he had the nose ring, he had the bald head, and kind of had the same cadence a little bit. So I said, I'm sitting in there, and while we're in the session, I'm looking at the papers, and I'm talking to my cousin who was engineering him, and I was like, I said, oh my God, Kaput Ruckus is Tupac Shakur backwards.
The minute you told me Kaput Ruckus, I'm like, wait a minute. Kaput.
I was like, so I go to him, I was like, is your name Tupac Shakur backwards? He goes, yeah.
Like he did some profound shit.
I said, oh, okay. Yo, I walked out of there cracking up. I was like, yo, how did I not pick up on that shit?
Right. How dumb did you feel at that moment?
I felt like I needed to just never be an assistant in a studio ever again.
Kaput Ruckus.
Because you know me, I still get emails. I'd be signing up as, to test different services and stuff for artists and shit. And they always say, what's your artist name? And I'm like, my name is Little Trash Can. So I get emails and I bust out laughing. It says, hey, Little Trash Can, do you want to try our new service?
Little Trash Can, Big Dumpster Records. Big Dumpster.
First album is going to be Oscar the Grouch, Volume 1.
I love trash remix.
I love trash.
And that shit gonna be auto-tuned.
Yo, I may do a whole project with that.
Oh my God. Here we go.
They're still laughing about the Kaput Ruckus. I hope you still don't do music though, because I don't want that damn bitch Minx.
I mean, it's kind of, when I ask people how they come up with their name, I usually get some crazy stories, but that right there is about the most original.
He was dead ass. He was dead ass. I said,
Kaput Ruckus.
Listen, cut up. Let me tell you.
Is your name Tupac backwards?
Let me tell you, I'm 34 years old. This, mind you, this dude had to be about 28 at the time. So he's probably a happy grandfather somewhere telling his grandchildren, listen, back in the day, my name was Kaput Ruckus.
Kaput Ruckus, what does that mean? All right, so listen, I thought I was on some real profound shit. And so there was this rapper. He's like the greatest rapper of all time. And his name is Tupac Shakur, right? I'm going to put you on to him later. And I said, you know what?
I'm
That's,
going with that.
that's my name. That's going to be my new name. But I'm going to spell it backwards.
I would spell it. I'm going to reverse that shit.
Revert. Never know what hit him.
So I asked him, I said, hey, so when you drop your first album, is it going to be Machiavelli backwards?
Now try pronouncing that. I think not.
Hold on. He said he found him. He said, what was it? Merlin Manuel on Twitter. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
If he looks like Tupac, it's probably him. He looked just like Tupac. I'm not going to lie.
What's been going on with these little Trump rallies that's been happening all over the country? Of course, it was an impromptu meetup here in Lynchburg. So the Falwells own a certain section, if not 80% of Lynchburg. And I say 80% because they got pretty much the plaza, which was low end all black at one point.
Hold on 1 second. You're not going to believe it.
Uh-oh. He popped up?
Hold on. Verlicious! Oh, my God! She's like, oh, my God, I'm deaf.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I got to turn these shits down. What's up, Verlicious?
Yo, that was my good ear.
How the fuck do you turn down these effects?
What do you want, virtual DJ?
Yeah.
Go to the panel where your effects are, the little white bar. Click on it and slide that bitch down.
Okay, because I'm about to say, what the fuck? Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Slide it down. Jeez.
Oh, you know why? Because my shit is routed directly into the mixer. So
no matter what you no, because when you turn it down on that, it's gonna be quieter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be quieter. Yeah, I need my eardrums. What was we talking about? Shit.
Oh, Virginia and the
Oh yeah. So so of course,
Verlicious says, I'm sorry. I haven't seen
blew
you.
my whole train of thought out of the window.
I haven't seen you in such a long time, Verlicious. I just had to go all out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but welcome back.
Welcome back.
And so they decided to go to the plaza, the lower end, where there is a school of nursing, the free clinic, and a movie theater. And it's this big ass parking lot. Now, when I tell you that they packed that parking lot, I
actually did see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show y'all, but it really ain't gonna do it justice because the detail ain't all that damn good. I hate this camera. But yeah, they pretty much packed up. I mean, pickup trucks and minivans galore.
Did they get left behind like the others?
You know what? No. This was a, hey, let's cheer for Trump even though he's not here. Let's show our support, I guess. And
thank you, Verlicious.
And so they went on a little tour, if you will, through certain parts of Lynchburg. However, you missed Federal Street, you missed Darrington, you missed Greenfield, you missed Rivermont, any black place. Y'all missed it. Y'all completely avoided all the black areas. Smart move. So yeah, no, smart move. So it's been going on in almost every major city, and some of the smaller towns such as mine. There's been some wildin' ass Trump supporting shit going on up where you at, Minx. What's up with that?
Oh, you talking about in the Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know them mofos. They ain't
right.
First of all, I would say, hold on, we got a question. Did y'all see why they barricaded Biden's caravan?
Yo, I saw that in Texas, I believe. They surrounded this shit and they had to cancel all events because of that. Blocking traffic, all types of wilding, Yeah.
But okay, the situation that was in the Bronx. First I had to change my Apple Watch band because I
Yeah.
didn't realize the shit was fucking sweating me out in my wrist.
Ew.
So we back to black and red, like the motif in here, like
Mhm.
Harley Quinn, which a lot of people don't know. Harley Quinn is my favorite comic character. That's
Yes, Minx. Yes, Minx. We know.
it's also my hacker name, Harley Quinn. But yes, so when you look at what went down in the Bronx, okay, this is the two things I don't get. First of all, Donald Trump does not consider Puerto Rico as part of this world, not
He
even
really doesn't.
a country. It's just, you know. Well, Mia Shine says, I love her. Look, I love her too. I don't like the cartoon version so much because, Mr. J and all that shit. How you doing, Mr. J? So you have these Puerto Ricans holding up Puerto Rico for Trump. And I'm sitting there and I'm like somebody had wrote on Reddit. I love going to Reddit for these types of things because people really be spilling the beans. And someone indicated that those people may have all been cops. So they're not really like regular folks. Like these are people that were paid to show up and show face because I've never seen anybody really rocking with Trump like that in the Bronx. I mean, this seems like it was planted, but
It looked very out of place to see Puerto Ricans fly the flag, and
I mean, do y'all forget that Trump literally said that he was not going to send any relief after that big ass hurricane that y'all had? I mean, it just makes no sense to me.
when he shot the 3-point at the of
The toilet
toilet,
paper,
yeah,
the hand paper rolls. Yeah, that's the stuff that I don't get. Like me personally, Mia Shine says, I can believe that it's a lot of BS going on with this particular election. Here's what I feel. And I actually said this to one of my Twitter friends, one of my woke friends. He pretty much was like, I already know where this shit is going. Well, I'm like, if you're going with the theory that their 14-year-old did that said that all the presidents are related, if Biden wins, then that would be an issue. That's why I knew that Hillary wasn't going to win because then that would have meant that Trump and her are related. Biden, that would mean that he's related to not only Trump, but also Obama, if we're going with that narrative. But a part of me does not think that, I think that Trump is going to win. And if he wins, it's not going to be from our like what we went out to vote for. I always been saying for years, it should have done away with the Electoral College. I don't think that.
yeah.
Why do we still need that? Why do we still need an Electoral College if we're, they go against what we say all the time. So it's like, oh, you know what? Thank you for your suggestion, but fuck you.
Yeah, all right, rip. What's up, Leonard?
Yeah, well, I kind of agree, but yeah, we're going to go with what we want anyway because, we have a country to.
And money talks. Money talks.
Hold on, we've got a couple of comments.
Uh-oh.
New to the show, what we talking about, would like to follow you guys. Yes, we talk about anything random, sometimes trending topics, sometimes music topics. But we like to talk about whatever social media is talking about, and we like to take your temperatures and see if we are all on the same page here.
Or if we're not on the same page, it's fine. Just make sure we're all reading some of the same book.
He says, B-Mar says, bet following you guys ASAP. Well, I'm gonna follow you back as well. Let us introduce ourselves real quick. My name is Minx Couture,
and I'm like, I'm just that bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm 759. No, I'm not like that. I'm 759. We're both producers, DJs. Look at you. I'm just that bitch.
I love that. That was so cute.
Yeah, no. We're both female producers, DJ. Well, duh, you could be a female.
Period, boo.
We're both producers, DJs. We both pod. We're gamers to an extent. We just like to talk shit and talk about shit. And this is where you will find a lot of foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans. And Minx likes titties, so we might be
Very
we
much.
that might pop up in the conversation.
Not the titties I sent you earlier.
Wait,
No.
whoa, pause, whoa.
Not my titties. I'm gonna tell them the story real quick. So what
Whoa.
happened was that, you know, when you're on Facebook and they show you a person that you may they show you a person that you may know. So I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know this motherfucker. So apparently, you know, it was a woman who is a lesbian but identifies as
A stud.
a stud. And yeah, I was a little bit like,
She had her titties out, y'all,
those are titties.
as if she was a boy with no shirt on.
She had
Talking about some 50 mutual friends. You thought.
50 mutual friends. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. That's why I sent it to her. I said, who the hell is this Mitch? I don't know who this Mitch is.
And
I
the
don't
fact
know.
that they let her keep this up as her profile picture, I would show this to y'all, but it's got her name on there and I can't quite blank it out. Hold on.
Caffeine hit me right in the Discord. Listen, bitch. You want to keep your creator badge? You better get it right.
Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna try to.
You should have put like the little like pasties like they do on OnlyFans and shit.
No, I'm going to show it. It's my shit. I'm going to show it. I'm gonna block her name, but I'm gonna show it.
I said, what in God's green earth? How is this a friend of mine? I've
And
never
how
seen-
did they let this rock for real?
How?
How?
I don't even know if to say pause or replay or rewind or
I'm saying pause because when you, because that was the first. That was like before you even you should have put the caption up first.
oh
You
what
really should. Yeah, you should have put the caption. You should have put what intonation. I don't know this, Mitch. You should have put that part first, and then sent the picture. No, all I saw was bloop.
I said,
Wait, what?
this is a person that I may know.
You might. Someone that a person that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a girl that knows a girl that knows a guy that might know your uncle that knows a person that knows a guy that knows your cousin.
I don't know that mofo. I don't know who they are. But
I have never been sent a friend request, and the first thing you saw was a pair of chi-chis. Never. Or dick pics. I've never done them.
I got
Fellas, seriously, if Facebook could let it rock, would you update your profile picture with your wee wee?
no.
Some people probably would. Some men probably would.
Cut up says yes, he would.
See?
No, but you know what? I will say, you know, guys, as a businesswoman, and you can ask 759, I have a lot of different business profiles on social media because I am really about my business.
And she has an OnlyFans.
I wish I had an OnlyFans. Actually, I have a Patreon instead because I'm here to educate, and get your marketing and social media up. But unfortunately, there's a lot of men that unfortunately message me things. And I'm like, you taking money out my child's mouth by wasting my time. Like, this dude literally had a back and forth conversation with me about his like whole, you know, okay, Minx, I'm about to work. I really want to work. You know, I want to get my social media up. I want to get my streams up in the organic way. I'm like, yes. Like, I'm here for that.
And then
Next thing I know, I was like, look, why don't you, I said, send me, this is all on, of course, WhatsApp. I said, why don't you send me your most recent stuff and let me hear it. So the most recent stuff was his schlong. I was disgusted. I was like, you know what? No, that's not it.
You don't do that.
That is not it. But I do have one thing to say before we get back into the conversation, because they really want to get back into this election conversation. Ace Hood, fuck you. Next.
Ooh, yikes.
Yo, Ace Hood, if you climb into anybody else's DMs with these fake ass playlist shit, okay, I have a couple of DMs. I will make them public, bruh.
Uh-oh.
This is a terrible thing that is still going on with artists getting taken advantage of and artists being lied to. You're taking their money. You are not delivering your services that you claim that you are doing. In Ace Hood, you are no different. We spoke to his wife. We told his wife, take down that Tagger artist shit. She said she would.
She said she
And
would.
I get a DM from another artist saying, hey, Minx, I'm just sending this guy, over to you because Ace Hood DM'd me and told him to send him $500.
Oh, whoops.
So,
But shout out to Sway for putting it out there that there has been a scam ran under his name, and he did clear the air and said, "Do not accept these emails."
right.
So
I
shout
got-
out to Sway.
I got an email this weekend from Rap Caviar. I said, I'm sorry, but, there's just way too many scams. There's way too many scams. You can't tell. Yes, Verlicious Ace Hood is out here scamming people, just like there's just so many scams. Like, if you are an artist right now, you need to get with me closer, because we're out here, preventing a lot of artists from getting their money taken from them for things that they can literally do themselves. Friday's podcast, we went down how you could spend $500 and get more for your buck than paying fucking Fat Joe just for him to eat and buy shit for his car. So he says, Ace Hood, hustling hard, get it. You can't get mad at him. I mean, I only reason why I'm
He
mad,
ain't been relevant since Hustle Hard.
true. But what bothers me about it is that, you got these young, 17, 18-year-old kids that don't understand paperwork. They don't understand the business aspect. I would never. That's like Beyonce. If she was to tell me to cash app her $500, I would tell her to go fuck herself. I would be like, cash app? Like, this is you? Cash app? No bank check? No certified bank check? So stop giving these people your money. Stop giving these people your money. Invest into some adequate promo. If you don't know how to do it, hit me up, and just stop giving these people your money. You're being placed on mixtapes that are not doing numbers. You look at Dat Piff. I'd be laughing. Who goes to Dat Piff these days? I have not.
I actually unfollowed that page on Twitter because they've been doing way too much. They've been putting up some bullshit. Not even mixtapes. They don't even like promote mixtapes no more. They just, guess what Little Pump is at? He's at a Trump rally. Like, who gives a shit?
Little Pump. I was actually rooting for Little Pump at one point because he was in his crypto bag at one point. He was only accepting cryptocurrency for merch. He was only accepting cryptocurrency for physical copies. So I was like, oh, he looks like an idiot, but he looks, sounds extremely intelligent. BMAR says, did you guys speak about Lil Wayne endorsing Trump? No, we have not.
Yeah, that's coming up.
No, that's going to be very lengthy, darling.
I just, Lord, this whole election's got people showing their ass. First,
BMAR says, if Beyonce asked me for $500, I'm going to be like Jay-Z, really, for Marcy.
Hey, B, sis, guess what? I like your music and all, and I'm kind of sort of part of the Beehive, but I ain't got that 500 to get to you, sis. I'm sorry.
Well, how about can you do 250?
Wait a minute, who the hell is that? Wait a second.
Whatever you got.
I got $2. Get on my face. Oh, shit.
Then what's your budget?
I have none. Send me some Ivy Park and I might promote you. Yeah, this whole election's got people showing their asses. If you guys follow any of your local news stations, I implore you, read the comments. You will get a laugh. Here in Lynchburg, however, it's mostly Republican, I think. That might change tomorrow. Y'all, please, if y'all haven't, or if they've already shut down the lines, I hope you guys have voted. If not,
I'm going tomorrow.
Cross your fingers, cross your eyes, cross your legs, spit 3 times to the left, and hope and pray that this election turns out a little different.
Here's what sucks though, because I am a registered independent, because a bitch is independent. Okay, I don't claim no party. Okay.
Okay, Destiny's Child, I see you.
I know, right? The only thing that I really like find very difficult is that I don't like none of these dudes. I don't like none of them. So should I
Yeah,
vote? Should I?
that's the big thing. It's like, okay, why should I vote? You got one person that likes to grope women by the kitty cat, and he even said he wanted to date his own daughter if she wasn't his daughter. Ew. Then you've got one that got a little touchy feely with some kids, and the kids felt very uncomfortable, and something about some bill that he championed back in the '90s when he was a senator. I don't know, but other than these two facts that keep coming up, this is pretty much the lesser of the two evils. And as much as we really hate to say that, because everybody was going gung ho for Hillary because we thought Donald Trump was a fucking joke, and he still is. But I was still waiting for the punchline.
Well,
Unfortunately, this is very real, and I'm kind of worried.
well, my main fear is that, like I said the other day, whatever way the pendulum swings, there's going to be civil unrest. If Trump wins, they're going to say, "Oh my God, he fucking cheated! Ah, the Russians!" And then people are going to well out.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden, if he wins, "Oh my God, he had Russian influence! Look at his son!" Ah, and then there's going to be
More unrest.
rush. But the one thing I would say out of all of that that bothers me is that Trump really did say, "I will not concede. I will not concede. I'm staying here. I'm not fucking leaving." I'm scared. I'm very scared.
I hate the fact that he talks with his hands so much.
You know what? I don't. Well, I have worked in yeah, B Mark. Jim Carrey did a great. He did a great impression of Biden. Um, I would say what frightens me the most is this. Okay, now we know that there's still racism. That shit is never going to go away. Well, maybe if we keep mixing and mixing and mixing, soon you're going to be like, okay, are you black, brown, or white? Because it's not going to be you're white or European. It's not going to be your Japanese black. It's just going to be what's up, State Fleets.
Please.
It's just not going to be like a with the vision that I see is that everyone's going to come together one day and realize like, oh my God, like with the hoteps, I'm like, you're black, I'm black, but my level of blackness is always going to be determined on my level of privilege for being my complexion, correct? So I will tell you from working in corporate America, Wall Street, in Manhattan, and I used to sit in on board meetings, shorthand writing shit. They always talk with their hands because they're fucking millionaires. This is just what they do. But it really is frightening because I believe that in the civil unrest, I do believe that's going to come. I do believe that, you're reading stories on CNN, even though I don't look at them as a main source, but you have different publications saying that the police are being ordered to, they need to be clipped up.
Mm.
So if we are patriots as we say we are, me personally, if I don't like any of these people, I don't even understand why we need a president. What do we need a president?
I think we should just be single for a while. We need some self-care. We need some healing.
Like,
And honestly and truthfully and dead ass, if y'all went out there and put fucking Kanye West on there, shoot yourself. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Kanye West.
That's all I'm going to say on that. If
I
you
might
went
have
out,
to write.
don't do that.
I might have to write Kanye West. Actually, I'm gonna write Donda West.
Oh my God.
Honestly, like if I don't like, it's like I feel like if I don't like, I don't know if you guys have ever been jurors. Have you guys ever been jurors? Because
It's weird that you say that because I got a letter submitting for jury duty and I haven't heard anything back yet.
I have the most simplest thing for you. You're racist and everyone is guilty. They won't call you again. Anywho, when you, that's what my grandfather told me. He's like, you don't want to, but if you look at like, let's say I only participated in one jury duty thing, right? And of course I was like the token black chick, what happened was that I didn't think the dude was guilty. And they're all looking at me like, we want to go home. You know, we've been here, we've been deliberating over this for like a week, and you know, I have a life. I said, and so does he. He got a life too. I think we need to go back and deliberate this. So at the end of the day, I'm feeling like I'm gonna go with my gut. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever been locked up or had to, you know, stand before a judge before. I'm not saying this because I'm a criminal, but I got into some shit.
Because I'm a criminal.
Well, I will say this. You think that what I'm doing, exposing the scam shit, is bad? You would not believe what I was doing years ago with trying to build awareness against corrupt judges. But when I had gotten into it, the judge claimed that I was harassing her, and that's a big no-no. That's a felony, which isn't true. We were just doing a story. I got locked up behind that. I got my ass beat behind that by 5 cops in the judge's chambers. Anywho, that story will be coming soon. Don't worry, guys. I'm just making sure I have all my info. But I will say, when I stood before the judge, you know, the lawyer kept saying to me, you know, you have to accept the charges or else you're going to be facing 5 years. And I was like, well, I'm not fucking guilty. These dudes assaulted me. They beat my ass. I still have the marks. Like, were you serious? So he kept saying, well, if you do not take the charges, then you're going to be facing 5 years. I said, I'm not pleading guilty for some shit I did not do. What happens is that when you start filing shit in federal courts, when you start raising awarenesses, when you start going on radio shows talking about crooked judges in the family court system, they don't like that. So bottom line was this. They pretty much told me, if you do not accept the charges for this, you're going to prison for 5 years. I called my mom that day. I sat outside. I'm smoking my cigarette. I got my little nip on me, my nippy nip, because I was like, yo, this might be my last.
Enjoy it.
Well, I had a public pretender, BMAR. You know how that works. You get what you pay for, pretty much. You pay public. You don't pay. They want you to do a deal. That's why I say, think about Latin terms with anything that has to do with this shit. When you go to the court, when you go to the, you know, the bench in Latin is banco. The judge sits on a bench. No, he sits on the bank, because you have to negotiate your time and finances. So long story short, I call my mom. I'm sitting outside. I'm crying. I'm like, Mom, look, I might be going in for 5 years. And she says, what are you talking about? So I told her, I said, they're telling me to plead guilty to some shit that I didn't even do. And she says, what's more important, your integrity or letting them win? I said, Mom, you know, we fought for these families. You know, we've been pushing. What do we do? She says, I wouldn't plead guilty for some shit that I didn't do. If you gonna lock my ass up, I'm gonna just have to make sure I hold that soap in my hand. That's what she said. So I get off the phone with her. I walked right in. This goofy fucking lawyer with clothes that don't fit, not even tailored. He says, okay, so what are we doing? So I was like,
Wait a minute. He came up to you and asked, hey, what are we doing?
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Did you not look at the case? Do you not have anything prepared?
This motherfucker was so disheveled.
Oh my
Anyhow,
gosh.
what are we doing? I said, I'll plead guilty. He's like, okay, great. Go right. He goes to the judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now, for a person that wanted to be an attorney, I still do, guys. My goal is to still become an attorney. I go up there and I know the procedure. You go up there, the freaking prosecutor says, okay, so on or about the date of blah, 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 you recall, blah, blah, blah. Do you plead guilty to that? You're like, yes, I do. Okay. And about the time, blah, blah, blah. I'm ready for that. I'm like, I'm ready. So the judge goes, so, we're good? He goes, yeah, we're good. He said, okay,
Good.
have a good day, ma'am. I said, wait. No paperwork? Have a good day, ma'am. I was
Not
like,
even the banging of the gavel? Okay.
nothing.
Well, all right.
Not a damn thing. That's how I say to people, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. And it's the same thing with these elections and shit. And from that experience, I said, if I don't agree with your politics, this person's politics, I'm not going to vote for you. I don't care. Like, it's not even about Biden killing babies. It's not about Trump. It's all about the rich people. This is all about rich folks. Who's going to get the most tax breaks? It has nothing to do with us. And the fact that they dangled this fucking stimulus bill over us while they rushed this unqualified ass judge.
This bitch.
You guys did that shit and you want us to vote? Y'all want us to vote. And it's like the stimulus.
From what I understand, that was done kind of on the sly, somewhat illegal.
It was illegal. You can't make any big decisions like that before an election. This is why I keep saying
it was like legit done before the first week of voting.
Right. Look, we are all punks. I hate to say it, but we are. We talk a hella good shit. Because you look at back in the 1800s, 1700s, whatever, we left England, allegedly. Allegedly. We did not like the way things were being run. So we said, we're going to go and start our own country. Fuck the Queen of England, right? Came over here. We're still back to the same dictatorship. So what is actually different from having a dictator as a president? Because this is not a United States of America. This is the United States of America Corp. You guys have to look at all the paperwork, pull up these documents. These are public records. It's not the United States of America. United States of America is a corporation. This has never been a country. So when you start realizing, you're looking at the big picture of things, I'm like, when we're born, they don't care if we're healthy. They don't care if we're sick. They want to make sure that we are labeled like cattle. So at the end of the day, I'm like, are we punks or not? Because if we were smart, we would say, fuck that. You're not getting our vote. You're not. And if you get votes, it's from people that have died or they don't exist or you guys are fucking with the numbers. Why are we voting? Why are we voting? This country put us, this president, this presidency, this government, not just Donald Trump. We're not going to just put everything on Trump. The government is ran by a group of people. They put our lives in danger. They knew that there was a pandemic coming and did absolutely fucking nothing. Why are we voting? What are we voting for? Who's going to kill us the fastest?
Right. I'm looking at the election polls as it stands today. About a good 45 out of 50 states are leaning towards Biden, and that can change any second. So,
well, here's what I do know for a fact. We all get our news from the wrong sources. You want to know the news, you need to follow the money. What person do you know sets like what person you know in the hood? Yo, let me get a Dutch, yo. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Okay. Yo, you saw what they was talking about in Reuters, bro? In what? I'm sorry? You know,
Reuters.
Them niggas, with the fucking Forex shit. Yeah, what person?
Roto-Rooters? What'd you say?
What person do you know is going to come out and say, yo, dogs, listen, while I was fucking my baby moms, right? I was doing some Forex trading, right? And I looked and I said, yo, these poll numbers is crazy.
First of all, hold on. That is some multitasking for your ass.
Hold on real quick. Okay, we're going to do Australian and hold on, babe. Australian to USD. Cool. Let's go. That's what they expect. You know what I'm saying? Is that what's going to happen next? But I am saying
terrible. Terrible.
I'm definitely saying that one of the hardest things I said, I don't like being lied to. But if you follow the money, them millionaires ain't gonna lie about their funds. They're not going. Well, they'll probably, they lie to us. Like everything is in plain sight, whether you believe it or not. Everything's in plain sight. They've never lied to us. They've told us exactly what the fuck is happening, and they've told us exactly what the fuck they are doing. They just put it in movies. They put it in movies,
Yeah.
television
That's
shows,
some scary shit.
podcasts. They tell you what's going on. It's just that we don't investigate anything further. We need podcasters to do it.
Well, look, this is very important.
B Mars says, not with a tablet. You can fuck with a tablet easy. I don't know. I think I might cut myself. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, y'all are nuts.
We really are. Well, it's good to have these laughs because we may not be laughing in the next couple of days.
Right? Like, oh my God, this shit again.
What's up, y'all? This is the Random Talking Indie Music Show. You know, foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans and whatever.
And here it is. Not tonight, bitch. We're serious tonight.
We're very serious tonight.
We hate being the bearer of bad news, but
we'll be televising live in the Bronx as we turn over these fucking cars.
And I will be going live via Lynchburg, Virginia, as numerous people just tear up random shit.
I see it now. This is Mix reporting live from the Bronx, New York, from Westchester Avenue. As you guys can see, these cops are not playing these fucking games.
And this is 7 live from Lynchburg, Virginia. And as you can see, there's several buildings ablaze, starting with Liberty University. Speaking of Liberty, tell me why Jerry Jr. wants to sue the school.
Why?
Good question. We have no answers. I have no answers. I can't even give you the first lie. But you remember when I've been reporting to you guys about how Jerry Jr., I don't know if you guys have been seeing anything on Twitter about him looking kind of inappropriate with a woman that's not his wife, and, you know, certain things that he's been saying in the news and shit like that. And of course, we all know he's a big Trump supporter. He endorses him publicly. The man has come here maybe twice. They had a convocation and he spoke there and all that crazy shit. And now he wants to sue the school because I guess they're trying to make him step down. Well, he stepped down, but he's like, first of all, your father built that school. That is your legacy. And now it's like you're basically suing your father and the legacy.
You know, people
because you were wilding out. Because you were the one with the drink in your hand, showing your pudge and your drawers with your hand around a redhead that is not your wife. And because you and your wife are cucks and you watched your wife have sex with a younger man because you were wilding. But now you want to sue the school.
Ew.
Gross. Right? But yeah, when I get some more info, I'll be sure to give that to y'all tomorrow. But yeah, as we turn the page on this is a very important election, y'all.
It is.
This whole coronavirus thing has been handled like shit. People are being treated like shit. Still, we're being treated like shit still.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on now. I mean, they've all said some pretty asinine things, and that's your word for the night, asinine. Look it up. Google's your friend.
Hold on. The word for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is asinine.
She didn't. Oh, jeez.
Hey, we want you guys to learn while you're here too. We're gonna get right into the next topic. B Mark, we coming.
The next topic, actually, I've been following this one for a few months now because we've pretty much we're all in the business. Dr. Dre again makes the news because his wife has exposed an alleged mistress, an attempt to overturn the prenup for $1 billion divorce. She's really trying to get that check.
You know what it sounds like to me? She had a lot in the cut. She was just holding it like, okay,
Yeah.
If he does not concede from this marriage, I will have nothing but tea.
Yeah, it's like she's playing spades. She's got all the cut cards. She's like, bam, okay, how about this? Bam, how about this? So according to a report from the Daily Mail on Friday, which was October 30th, Nicole Young, who filed for divorce from Dre this past June, is trying to have three of the rap mogul's alleged former lovers, Jillian Spear, Crystal Rogers, and Kelly Anderson, subpoenaed as witnesses in the divorce case. During the ongoing battle, Dre has insisted that he had Nicole sign a prenup, while Nicole says he tore the shit up, so therefore it's invalid. She's also asking for 1.9 million per month in temporary spousal support. The three women have reportedly hired lawyer Chris LeFan, who filed a motion to quash the subpoenas because the women don't have, quote, information relevant to the enforceability of the prenup. That's right. Stay out the shit. It's none of your business.
I'm sorry.
She's
but
really trying to get that check.
listen, if I am with someone,
But you know why she decided to put these three women out like that? Because she's been caught embezzling.
well, I mean, I'm sorry, but if I break up with somebody, I don't want your money. If you cheated on me, I don't want your money. I don't. If I like, this is why I say this is the problem with women, right? Women like control. They like to control situations. When we lose control, we start doing heinous, evil things, right?
Heinous. I love that word.
I just feel like I'll give you an example. When me and my ex broke up, he bought me an Xbox. No, actually, no, I bought him an Xbox, right? This was the Xbox 360. When we broke up, like, he was more hurt because I was kind of like, okay, bye, nigga. Like,
You wasn't hurt. You wasn't starving. You wasn't curled up in a fetal position.
listen, I did a whole EP. Like, I felt like when I finished my EP, when we broke up, that was it. I got everything off my chest at that point.
Oh, you
Okay.
did a Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I have a song called Adam and Eve. And it turns out that after I dropped this EP, because the whole thing was that when we broke up, there was no warning. Like, everything was fine, perfect. I get tagged on Facebook. It was nice knowing you type shit. It's like, you breaking up with me on the internet? Oh no, honey.
Men, you don't do that. Men.
And then this is what kills me. He tagged me, right? I'm like, you couldn't
He
call
could have
me.
called you, right?
I called him. I was blocked. And I was like, I'm sitting here. My sister kept saying to me, yo, if I see you crying over this nigga one more time, I said, but I don't know why we're broken up. Like, I don't get it.
What did I do?
So I didn't know why we broke up. So I was drinking every night. I was in the studio every night. My engineer kept saying, Minx, you got to go home. I was like, I got like 2 more songs that I think that if I get it out, I'll feel better. Okay. Like, really? He said, but Minx, you're off beat. You're not rapping on beat, and you're slurring. Look, if just two more songs. Okay. He's like, all right, Minx,
Just let me do the hook.
fine. So I banged out 5 songs. I sent him the EP, and he just like kept avoiding me. It turned out when I started dating Gino, I had pictures of us together. I was so happy. It took me 2 years to get over this breakup because I didn't know why we broke up. I'm thinking, was it because I lost my job? I didn't know what was the reason.
Mhm.
So I started dating Gino, and I put it up. We had pictures together and stuff, and that's when he DM'd me, and I got my answer as to why we broke up. The answer was, it's because he cheated. I said, so wait a minute. I said, you cheated.
Wait.
You cheated, and you made me feel like I did something to contribute to cheating. He said, I just couldn't face you.
I almost massacred my liver. I sacrificed my music career. I cried nonstop, snotted over you.
It just happened. I was like, oh, but you had me pay all this money, whatever. So now I'm dating, and he's just like, he goes, hey, look, I'm going to come by and drop off, the Xbox you bought for me, because I said, you're going to drop off what? I said, no, that was a gift. I gave you a gift. Keep it. your shirts and stuff.
He
So
don't want to have to keep turning it on and thinking of you, bitch. Take the shit back.
exactly. So he's like, but all the games that we bought together, and I was like, listen, bruh, you cheated. You cheated. So the bottom line is that for every dude I've ever broken up with, or they dumped me or cheated, which is majority of them that cheated, because
Okay.
I'm a go-getter. I am a woman. I don't sit there and, I'm not a girly girl where I'm just like, oh my God, can you buy me like a Chanel purse? And I don't live like that. I'm very independent. So when we break up, I don't want nothing from you.
You're not that Birkin bitch, are you?
I'm not a Birkin bitch. Nope. I just don't want nothing from you. I don't want you to be following me. There's no friendship, you know, after breakups. Like there's none of that. I mean, some of my exes, I would say they're like, we're cool, but we're not like, how's everything? How's life? How's the kids? I hope he's treating you right. Like, I don't get to those conversations. I'm like, no, no.
I get to the point where if we break up today, I done forgot you in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm over it. Like if I told Gino, I said, look, something happens to us, God forbid. I was like, I'm not shedding a fucking tear. I just don't cry over stuff that I can't control. I can't control that. I can't control if somebody wants to still love me the same. I can't control that if someone still looks at me the same. Especially when you are a mother, your body goes through changes. You get stretch marks. Your stomach looks like a fucking oatmeal patty after a while. You would start looking elsewhere. So you have to build up that stone heart shit. Like, if he breaks up with me with some Fashion Nova looking bitch, and I will understand that my oatmeal cream patty is just not
Shut up.
what you into.
Shut up.
B-Mar, honestly, no. I
That
don't.
milk cream pie, I hate you. I have a box of them in the kitchen. I'll never look at them the same way again.
No, I'm kidding. I had a tummy tuck last year on some dead ass
Oh
shit.
my God.
But I didn't have a tummy tuck because I wasn't in love with myself. I honestly, truly love myself. Like literally when I take a shower and I get out of the tub and I'm in the mirror and I'm just looking at myself and I literally say, oh my God, if I can clone myself, I would totally make love to you. But no, I can't do that.
Hey, coffee. What's up?
So me personally, I don't think that women like they feel entitled to shit after a breakup. And I'm like, why? Like you must want this dude. Like the same chicks like, oh, you want to declare yourself someone's baby mama, then act like it. Don't ask for no child support. Don't ask to come visit little Timmy. Don't do that. You are cut off completely. Now, if you want to visit and see your child, go through the court. Like there is no talking to you after that. Now you're going to have to talk to me through legal paperwork. That's just my mindset because we hold on to these things and we harvest these things because we want to keep that person. That's why with these chicks, they keep, procreating with these dudes. And I'm like, you do know this is not a baby alive. This is a real human child that has feelings and emotions. They don't need to see that mommy's talking bad about daddy, just like daddy doesn't need to be talking bad about mommy. And the way that y'all treat each other is how this child's going to treat other people.
Right.
So the bottom line is that if you cutting somebody off, cut them off. But I would be damned if I cry over some dude that don't want me.
Oh,
What?
absolutely not. Like I said, my forget you game is strizzong.
But
Oh my God. Bye. Thank you. Next.
the last dude that dumped me before my ex that dumped me and probably before that one, I was like, oh, you do. It was almost like someone punched me in the face and I had blood coming down. I'm just like, oh, those are just love taps. Now, you know what I do? You break my heart. You let me down. You treat me like shit. That's going to be the most fire ass EP that's going to come out. Period. I'm going to monetize my pain. That's what we do around this bitch. We monetize our pain.
Why did this just come up on my phone like this? Y'all gonna love this one. So Pornhub will be reserved for voters only on election day.
How does that work?
In a tactic that will surely drive thousands of horny people to the polls, Pornhub is reserving the site only for users who have voted in the U.S. on Tuesday. The not safe for work streamer announces "Give a fuck, get a fuck" campaign on Monday in order to encourage Americans to get out and vote on election day. Roughly 43% of eligible voters, equal to 100 million people, did not vote in 2016 election.
Thank you,
Uh,
Valentina. Go ahead.
We want to encourage people to do their civic duty this year by casting their ballot and having their voice heard. But the shit's free, so why does it even matter?
People go to Pornhub when they're horny. I thought you go there to get horny. I mean, I thought that's what the categories are for. Like, hey, you know what? I'm bored. It's been a while.
I'm sorry.
Show me Pornhub.
I'm sorry.
You know what I like.
We're not going to go into that rabbit hole.
I mean, if you go there when you're horny, like everything that's on the homepage is going to be like, okay, you know what? That looks good. That looks great. Boom. Oh, I'm done. I feel guilty now. Let me back out of this and pray.
I feel nasty.
I feel dirty.
Back to this real
Hold
quick.
on. Our sponsor.
Oh, we have a word from our sponsor.
Knock, knock.
Hey.
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 Get that out of your mouth. Get that out of your mouth.
Give me that bubble. You don't need that bubble. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Say, make sure you vote.
Make sure you vote.
Yeah.
You better.
Hey. Oh,
That's
look.
right.
Look. You see it? Look. You see it? Wow. Velicino sent you a wave. You see it? She's like, I don't know where I'm looking. Look at the
I don't know who these people are.
Say thank you, Velicino.
Thank you, buddy.
Yay.
Aw.
Yes, B. Mars, she enjoyed her Halloween. Tell them what you were for Halloween.
I was
You were a prom queen?
a prom queen.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she was. She had so much fun.
I want some of that candy. I'm gonna need for her to send me some of that candy, though.
Well, you know what? We really did not. Oh, look, you got hearts. Look, they sent you some hearts too. Oh, get you some candy with that. Yeah, we didn't really do. Oh,
I'm gonna give her one too, because it's been a while.
yay. Yeah, we didn't really do, trick or treating. We just went around the block. We had our own candy, so we made it seem like every house we went to.
Yeah, I didn't give out candy this year. Although a friend of mine sent like 5 kids running on my front porch. I did not have on a porch light, and then I heard her say, "Wait, y'all come back! She's not giving out candy." Like they jerked my screen door open so hard, like I knew they was about to bang on the door. But next year, if I happen to be off, I probably will give out some candy.
Yeah, this year was just so depressing. There was no kids out. It just was so bad.
And also, if it's like on a weekend or on a day when we're not doing the pod, I'll probably go live and give out some candy to the kids.
I would have given out, cash apps. Like, here's $1. Scan your phones. And yeah, get them some candy at the store or something. Yes, BMAR, I am cooking for Thanksgiving because we ain't going nowhere. We pretty much canceled the rest of the year for this family.
My mom and I is like, you know what? Just regular dinner will work. I probably would have to work that day, and ain't nobody coming over here.
Boston Market for me.
We don't even have one here.
No,
We got the little TV dinner at the grocery store. What's up, Kenny, the promoter? He said all this cuteness. Ain't she cute?
Kenny.
Kenny.
What's my go-to dish? I would say sweet potatoes. Sweet potato pie. Here you go. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Gina.
Wow, she's gonna have a podcast.
She's gonna be 16 before you know it.
I know. I really said to her, I was talking to my peoples and they were like, she should do a podcast. Like the way that I want to do it is like, there's kids, we're obviously going to be going under another lockdown. So,
Yep.
Just like you have these apps and shit dropping for adults, I'm like, there needs to be some apps for some kids that they can actually.
Well, now that they're creating their own YouTube channels and doing it that way.
Yeah, but even some of those channels are inappropriate for particular age groups. I mean, when they say on YouTube, "Is this for kids?" I'm like, you should specify. Is it kids between 1 and 5? Is it kids before 5 and 10? Is it 1 and 3? It's like they have to be more specific. Um, oh, Bmar, she don't care about no baby shark. This girl's already talking about what was it? She came to me the other day, woke me up, and she says, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." When was Drake ever on Degrassi? I was like, hold on, you're 3, right? Okay, you're 3 years old. I said, how do you know about Degrassi? She says, oh, because I woke up in the middle of the night and it was on and I saw it was Drake and he looked real young. I was like, yes, Drake was on Degrassi at one point. Yeah, he's in a wheelchair because he got shot by that guy. I said, okay, no more of Degrassi.
She's hip.
She loves Drake. I can't even get mad at her. She just made me promise her that I become famous so that she can meet Drake.
Mm. Mhm.
I said, why you want him to be your stepdad?
Oh goodness. I just came across a tweet where your man's in them.
Who?
Your man's in them. He decided he wanted to mispronounce Beyonce's name. This is what he said.
They got Beyonce and they got Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z. And he started using the F word. Do you remember?
One more time for the people in the back.
They got Beyonce.
First of all,
You know how her name is.
don't do that.
Beyonce.
Come on, Trump. Don't do that, bro. Beyonce.
Beyonce.
The beehive is on your ass as we speak.
But my question is, why are all these celebrities endorsing these political people? You know, you have Beyonce today posting up.
You know why? Because it is supposed to get people out there. This is the mirror. This is the to get people out there and vote. So if they see Beyonce and Jay-Z, Jays
Days.
and Jays and Beyonce, if they got them two out there expressing their right to vote, then you know what? Maybe I should vote too. Who's going to win the election, Kenny? I have no freaking idea.
Trump.
All I know is I will probably be asleep yet again when the numbers get tallied. I will probably be woken up out of my sleep like I was in 2016. At exactly 2:29 a.m., I got a knock on the door. I heard my door. Bitch, guess what? Trump's the president. And that's all I heard. I said, uh-huh. Wait, huh? What? And I jumped up and went to the news. Trump. Oh, shit. I thought it was a joke. Like, no, I honestly thought that he was just running as a goof and he was going to drop out. But after he saw that the attention that he was getting and all the money that he was getting from donations, and after all the bullshit he was out there saying, and everybody was agreeing with it, you know what? I am going to run for president.
Well, I remember the night that he won. I was pregnant with Gina, and I was very tired because I worked that day. And I put my feet up to relax, and Gina made me dinner, and I dozed off. So I woke up, like something woke me up, like around 2:00 in the morning, like around the same time. And I open my eyes and I see like all the confetti and everything. So I was like,
oh, what's going on?
I said, let that be my bitch, Hillary. And I saw Trump and I said, and then Gino, you just saw him in the corner, just like, we're fucked, babe. I was like,
so no Kanye. Hell no Kanye. Why would I? No, why would I ever? No, fuck no. Hell no. No, no.
The only thing about Kanye West, he is not mentally fit.
And we already got that in here now. So we don't need a repeat of mentally unstable. We don't.
I honestly do not think that Donald Trump is dumb.
I never said he was dumb. He's just mentally unstable, aka he might be having some dementia coming his way.
But we always have to remember, it doesn't matter who gets into the chair. The strings are still the same.
You're right on that.
Bmar, yes. Me personally, like as a New Yorker, Bmar, I one of my attorneys that I rock with, she has an office in one of the Trump buildings. So, when I got there and I saw it said Trump, I was like, oh, this bitch is in this place.
I have to go in there.
And I'm not gonna lie though, it was very elegant. I went in,
Of course it is.
I went inside and the elevator doors closed and it's all glass, like literally glass, like mirrors. Like what's this dude face say in Goodfellas? You shine, looks like fucking mirrors. Like exactly what it looked like when the doors closed. So, I would definitely say, I don't know. I'm hurt because I'm torn. I'm conflicted. Trump, rich people love Trump. Like, you see fucking Wheezy. Come on, Wheezy. You drink
First of all,
you drank so much lean that he is literally gone.
I hate the fact that I share a birthday with this guy now. I used to be so happy that we were both born the same day, the same day. He's just a year older. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Weezy, you let me down, bro. Go ahead and cut your hair, number one, but you let me down.
He really looks like a gremlin now. If he never
looks
did before.
awful.
But
he's 38 years old, and I wouldn't think
he looking like that.
Yeah, hard life. That lean did it to him. That lean. He's 38.
BMR says 50 Cent is endorsing Trump on the low, and Berlicious and Ice Cube as well is also.
50 came out on IG. Fuck Trump. Of course, his ex Chelsea Handler. She had to put her white mouth into everything. He will not be voting. He will not be endorsing Trump. Bitch, shut up. You do it. Nobody asked you.
Well, honestly, I don't think that, rich people, they need Trump because the way that the Democrats plan on taking from the rich and giving to the poor, they're not happy with that. Especially during a pandemic where nobody is really making that kind of money. You're talking about if Joe Biden wins, we're going to have to wait until January to get our stimulus package because Trump ain't going to pass that shit. Oh, you want to vote for this motherfucker? Now y'all can fucking wait. Now you can wait. Now you can starve and you can die and you can get evicted, you dumb motherfuckers. But here's the problem. I think that if we're going to look at it in a different aspect, if Trump really wanted the black vote, all he had to do was pass that fucking stimulus. That's all he had to do.
That's all he had to do.
Black people would have been like, I'm not saying it's only black people, but I'm saying that because it's always like generalized that the black vote is always the hardest to get. Believe it or not, there were some black people that did not really care for Obama, but they want to blame the Democrats for everything. And me personally, like reading up on how Democrats are and shit, I'm like, no. But I also don't like Republicans, so no. This is why I'm forever going to be torn because it's like when the last time I ever sat there and said I like this president. I like this president. He's doing the damn thing. Maybe we need a woman in office.
The men in power would never sit for that. They don't want that. They definitely do not want someone like what's my homegirl?
AOC?
Yeah. They definitely don't want her running shit. They don't want her opening her mouth to say nothing. They don't want women to run shit. I mean, that's just what it is.
The problem with AOC is this, because I actually had to do a little bit of research on her because I was familiar with her popularity, but I didn't know her full story because I was actually upset with in New York, John Cummings of the Bronx put out a political ad that I thought was very racist as fuck. And one of the things he says in his political ad is, don't vote AOC, something. And he's like, perhaps maybe we shouldn't, vote for Jenny on the block. I'm like, that is
whoops,
racist. You have people on Twitter going back and forth for me, like, how is that racist? I said, that's like if AOC came out with a political ad and told John Cummings, look, you may not be right for the Bronx. Maybe you should go back to the Caucasus Mountains. They would say that she was racist and try to get her out the seat. So I personally don't think that John Cummings, I don't think that all of that shit was necessary. But anyway, I feel that, after researching AOC and everything like that, her political, and this is like the new age politicians, she came in with a following. She came in with a social media following. She had
Mhm.
followers. Like, so some of these people, these politicians, like when I run for office, because that's going to be coming, that's going to be next. When I run for office, you have people that have to do rallies and stuff because they don't know who you are. They've never heard of you. So back then you would have rallies and introduce yourself and your plans and you're this and you're that. But AOC had an advantage because she already came into the game with people that were ready to support her. And that's why they don't like her. They're like, man, this bitch got social media on lock. So that's
Mhm.
all of a sudden they're tweeting and all of a sudden they're trying to engage with social media because nobody gave a fuck about social media before she came along. So she's a big threat to them because with anybody, like I say, with anybody that has a platform, whether you have 100 followers or 100,000 followers, if you can convince 100 people to support you, you're unstoppable.
Exactly.
And then you're feared. So let's keep that in mind because out of 100 people have Facebook, people have Instagram, people have Snapchat, people have Twitter, people have Pinterest. Social media is never ending with the amount of different platforms that are out here. You just grab a couple of few people that support you, they'll do the rest of the work. You don't even have to spend any money on promotion or anything like that. So she is very smart and she uses social media as a political tool. And, I rocks with her. But again, I'm not really feeling the whole Democrat thing. I just don't like the fact that Democrats are always associated with being poor and fucking black. What's up, Vicky?
Yo, Vicky, what's up?
Because I don't know if you remember, if you saw that tweet that Trump had put out. He said something along like Pelosi wants to give a stimulus package to the drug dealers, to this. I'm like, you might as well just say black.
Yeah, just go ahead and say that. If you're racist, just say that. Just say that.
You know what? That's the thing I always say. If you're racist, just be honest about it.
I will respect you more if you just came out and said, it's just I don't like you because you're black. I'd rather you tell me that.
I just don't like I don't like your hue. I don't like that.
But to simply say I don't like you because you're a Democrat or I don't like you because you're Republican, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Why do you not like me? I have yet to have someone tell me some bullshit like I don't like you because you're black.
I've been told that.
I've been told actually I've been told by a random white bitch to go back to Africa. I'm like, bitch, how you gonna tell me to go back somewhere I ain't ever been?
It's hurtful either way.
It didn't hurt me. I cussed her ass out and blocked the bitch. Like, look, what you not gonna do is tell me where to go back when you can go back to whatever just go.
Yes, Vicky, send that over.
Vicky, that's what you're not gonna do.
She says Vicky says she's going to send over an article that she wrote on her experience on social media. Look, if I really like it, I'm going to add it to my website and put you as the contributor because we need more input on social media being a disaster zone. But I've been told, I'm not going to say that. How can I say this nicely? In corporate America, they will tell you that they don't like you because you're black in their own nice way. I've definitely been in situations where I felt like my intelligence superseded everybody that ever worked where I was at. Like there's always a Mindy or a Cindy who doesn't know how to do a spreadsheet. So it's always, can you do me a favor? And you're trying to be nice. You're like, yeah, what's up? Yeah. So anyway, I'm pressed for a deadline and I kind of need your help. And someone told me that you're really good at spreadsheet. So I was like, yeah, I got some time. What's up? So, okay, cool. I'm going to email it to you. So she emails me the shit. I do the spreadsheet. It's like second nature to me. I'm listening to DMX and shit. I'm like, what? Do my thing.
Click the box over here.
So she gets, I send her the spreadsheet and I was like, here. I was like, thanks. She's like, oh my God, that's so great. I will get you some coffee. Thank you. I said, Okay. Please tell me how we went to a meeting and she gave this fucking story about how her dog died and, it took her like every ounce to finish it. And I'm like,
First of all, bitch, you didn't do none of that.
not a damn thing. So I actually went and pulled my boss to the side and I said to him, I said, look, she didn't do this spreadsheet. I did. She asked me to, blah, blah, blah. And in his own nice way, he says, you stop trying to take credit for stuff that you have no idea about. I said, what do you mean I don't have any idea about? He said, well, I looked at your resume. You didn't go to business school. You don't have any, I said, are you indicating that I'm not intelligent enough to do a fucking spreadsheet?
How hard is it to do a spreadsheet?
He wanted color coded. He wanted like the numbers to drop down in certain menus and stuff. She didn't know how to do it. So it was at that moment that I realized like corporate America is only good for us when we're cleaning, taking out the trash, cleaning the windows and saying, hey, massa, that's the best for us. But if you actually pose some sort of intelligence, this is why I used to always tell Black people all the time, yeah, you got your ticket into corporate America, but you're going to be called the N-word a couple of times in a professional way. And if you get mad, you're an angry Black woman.
What's the professional way? I've never been told in a professional way. Just give me a clue so I'll know who to punch in the mouth.
You are extremely emotional about this.
I don't like that one. Give me another one.
That's their way of saying it. You are, instead of saying, like I used to get into disputes with my coworkers a lot. So the white coworkers were never told that, you're being extremely, emotional over this. They would only say that to the Black women. And I never liked that. I called my boss out on it one time. I said, what is this emotional shit? Is it because I'm a woman? I'm hormonal? I get my period? Like, what is it? I figured that where you're from, it's kind of tough.
Where I'm from?
I said, where am I from? Oh, it says you're from the Bronx. I live in a 2-family home, sir, with a 2-car garage, 3 cars we own. We pay for everything with Amex, Black Card, by the way. We pay a water bill, heating bill, an oil bill. We own our shit. We don't pay a mortgage. So please tell me, are you assuming that because I wrote on my resume that I am from the Bronx, that I live in a high rise with pissy, infested staircases? Or with dudes that smoke weed and shooting dice outside my door? That's what you assumed because I wrote that I'm from the Bronx? Like I've had situations where I had to not put where I am from because I couldn't get a job. If I put down that I was from Yonkers, I had to like let them know that I'm not from that part of Yonkers. I'm actually from the high rises right by Manhattan, blah, blah, blah. Bmar says Drog's Neck in the Bronx, mainly Italians. Being from the Bronx, they don't say shit. Being from the Bronx, they don't say shit. Hey, guess what, Bmar? Drog's Neck section of the Bronx. That's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. So they people see Bronx and they assume that, you are on Section 8 and you have poor living conditions. That's not, I was blessed to be in a Caribbean family of people, of doctors and nurses and teachers. And it's like, I hate the fact that Black people, for some reason, they want everybody to have this same upbringing. Like we are all from dire straits. Our dads aren't around. And if you don't fit that narrative, then you're not down. You're considered a sellout. And I'm like, well, I would have to have something to sell out if that's the case. I thought that the goal in our community was to, come out of that, generational wealth. Or is it only nice when Jay-Z is rapping about it? This is the thing that I always say. That's why some rappers that I talk to, they are not from the hood. They have never lived in the hood in their life. So I'm like, so what are you talking about? You had fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner. Bitch, you mean you had Goober.
Oh, I love Goober.
Hey,
I
Goober.
love Goober. What flavor? Strawberry or grape?
Both. And it must be on a biscuit.
I'll take Ritz crackers.
B Mart says Post Malone is from Syracuse. Yeah. Art Lover says they that's about the west side of Chicago. He says they say that about the west side of Chicago.
I will never go to the west side of Chicago. I don't care what y'all say. I'm
I
scared.
really
Okay.
want to go to Chicago though. I really do want to go to Chicago. It's just that the everywhere, every place has a ghetto. Even Tupac said it. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. So I mean, I don't know why we are ashamed of our parents that busted their ass to ensure that we didn't live in situations, and why we are ashamed of the villages that actually helped raise us without Child Protective getting involved and forcing you to get into these programs and shit. You know, Black people just don't want to have these discussions. They don't want to have these types of forums because it's like you're a coon if you tell your own people to, do better in life. Hold on. B Mar says, I would think Virginia was worse though. What's your podcaster's, your co-host podcaster's name?
It depends what part of Virginia you're from. See, I'm from Lynchburg, which is neither here nor there. It's between. It's okay. How am I gonna say this? It's 45 minutes east of Roanoke, about an hour some change west of Richmond, about 45 minutes northeast of Charlottesville, and 4 hours away from the beach, Norfolk, Hampton, Newport News. So my little section ain't shit. It's further southeast Virginia and northeast Virginia that you got to deal with, because northeast Virginia goes into DC.
Right.
Yeah, but central Virginia, southwest Virginia, ain't shit going on.
But that's what I say. I've always envisioned for us, hopefully, we have to come together. Black, white, Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. We have to realize there is a bigger situation at hand. They are trying to split us up. They are trying to split us from loving each other and caring for each other. They are trying to manifest negativity onto us by turning us into racist, prejudiced. You have some good people out here. I don't care if you're Black, white, Arab, but they will always paint them out as, I hate the term, you're invited to the cookout. No, everyone is not invited to the cookout. You ain't my family. It doesn't work like that,
Well, all kinfolk, what they say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk either. So
you're right, B-Mar. You're absolutely, yes. The only color that matters is money. Green, that green. Well, soon it's going to be yellow because we're going into cryptocurrency, honey. As they bankrupt this country, and we think that it's all about the stimulus, and it's because they can't afford to pay it. That's the problem.
I'm still trying to figure out where all the fucking money went. Like the trillions of dollars just poof disappeared.
I told everybody what happened to it. They took that money, they put it onto a blockchain, they flipped it, and now
we got that little $1,200, and that was it. They said, "All right, go on about your business."
They gave us enough to go shopping to stimulate the economy. But I'm really thinking, because the thing is that with a blockchains, y'all have to read up on them. You have to understand them, and you need to get in the know of it, because this is going to be the conversations happening next year. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a centralized platform, a decentralized platform that the government cannot touch. They cannot censor it. They cannot touch it. You can put up, fuck, the king of whatever country that is like super communist, and they can't touch it. No country can touch it because it's decentralized. Now, what I believe is happening here, even like with the music business, they are taking the money, they are flipping it into cryptocurrency, and they're putting it into a blockchain. So Donald Trump can easily have like all the money, let's say $100 trillion, and he can be like, yoo-hoo, you can't touch it because it's on the blockchain. And this is why I say y'all need to pay attention to that, because Donald Trump,
I will be really surprised if he knows what the hell that is.
I'm gonna tell you, they interviewed. Listen, Donald Trump, prior to him becoming president, and he's flip-flopped a lot. He literally came out and said that he was against cryptocurrency. He said he thought it was stupid. He thinks that there's no real value in it. He would never invest in it. So I said, okay, I'm looking at my Coinbase wallet. I'm scrolling through the all different types of currencies that there are. And would you believe that Donald Trump has his own cryptocurrency called the Huge?
The what?
The YUGE. That's Donald Trump's cryptocurrency.
The huge?
It's the Huge. And if you look, it says Huge, and next to it, it says Trump. So Donald Trump has his own currency. The question is, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? BMAR, if you stick around, after this show, I'm going to be doing my merciless mix of all the dope independent artists that have submitted music, and they're handpicked. We don't do pay for play. I'm not payola. If it's hot, I play it. I only play hot shit. I don't play anything that's mixed terribly and does not have any substance. The
Gotta
U,
have substance.
Vicky, it's a cryptocurrency that Donald Trump owns. This is why I really believe this is why they haven't paid out the stimulus. They took that money and flipped it onto a blockchain, and they're just waiting to run with it. You see, in this country, the United States of America, when you leave this country, you can't leave this country with a certain amount of money. But if it's cryptocurrency, you can leave with gazillion bucks. They can't touch it.
If only if I had a gazillion bucks.
Well, BMAR, honestly, I'm not really a fan of a lot of mainstream artists because I don't think, I just don't like the way they make my subconscious feel. It makes me feel very, like a lower vibration, and I'm not on that lowest vibration. And what if I thought the song WAP was appropriate? Honestly, I have a YouTube video about my thoughts on WAP, but honestly, I just think that it's a song just like, 3 6 Mafia comes out with heinous shit as well. What was it? Slob on my knob.
Or the one I posted the other day.
Right. I mean, hip hop in general, again, was a tool for us to use it for political conversations because nobody was listening to us. We come from an era of F the police, and now it's F my P. You know what I mean? It's just not
F my P.
It's just not what it used to be. Hip hop is not what it used to be. I was watching a video earlier today. They were interviewing Chris Rock, and they had a nerve to say to Chris Rock, like, who's your favorite mainstream artist right now? He just was like, honestly, I'm still on Kendrick. I like Kendrick. I like Cole. I don't really know these new kids out. So they're like, oh, you never heard of NBA Youngboy? Honestly, I'm not really feeling that. So
I hate you.
He really did say something that was pretty dope. He said, it's hard to like any of these new acts that are out right now because they're not dropping albums that you can't, let it marinate with you. They're just dropping singles.
Their albums are 25 minutes long. If that.
Vicky says, today I found a Nope sticker and I put it on my computer. The merch creates itself.
Nope. Last topic of the night, and then we're going to get into our closing in the Merciless Mix afterwards. Lil Nas X responds to Dave East's homophobic slur over Nicki Minaj costume. And of course, if those that don't know, Lil Nas X was, or I guess still is, a Nicki stan. And so he dressed up in Pink Friday Nicki get up. Without a second look, I would have thought that was Nicki, just a darker tone. So of course, he's been getting, yes, you better eat, you better work. Of course, we're going to shower with praise and this, that, and the third. And of course, here comes Dave East. Quote, and y'all was mad at me about this nigga. Batiman bun up, which he misspelled. And I don't know how to speak patois, so forgive me if I fucked it up. I got to move to Jamaica. Popcorn music on my way. The phrase Betty Man is a homophobic slur that originates from Jamaica, a country in which homosexuality is still outlawed, but only for men. according to the LGBT International LGBT Association. And so Lil Nas X came back and says, quote, "It's Batty man. Niggas can't even be homophobic the proper way, butchering the hell out of patois. Bro, I don't bother a soul in this industry. All I do is tweet and make bangers. Leave me alone." Someone tweeted, "I don't think Dave East even had the right to speak on Lil Nas X until he gets a #1 song on the charts running for 45 weeks straight. What he needs to do is leave Lil Nas X alone and worry about charting something." And they took up screenshots of Dave East's #1 song, which he has none, and Lil Nas X #1 song, which he only has one, which is Old Town Road. Duh.
He needs to answer to why he was scamming artists during a pandemic.
Oops.
I'm surprised nobody even said that. And I'm glad that you said that because, I mean, again, guys, I pay attention to the news, but entertainment, I let 759 handle that because I don't.
That's more my thing.
I'm not trying to sound like I'm like super pure and super woke and all this, but I'm always paying attention to like the scary shit that I must report. But I did come across the Lil Nas X costume. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Again, however way you choose to live your life.
I mean, it was Halloween too, so I mean, ease up.
Yes, true. But again, however way you choose to live your life, if you are happy, that's all that matters. You know, you're going to have people that are homophobic. You're going to have people that are like, and a lot of these men, I believe, are in the closet. Because if you're that worried about how someone else is living their life in their safe place, which is being, you know, themselves, why is this a problem to you? Like, that's why I said Mike Tyson is my dude, because he had the balls to say what I think a lot of us were thinking. Do you hate gay people because you probably harvest a lot of that energy? You're confused, you're scared, you're worrying about what your friends and family may think. And because you are living in that fear, you can't be able to live and be yourself. You know, why are we making fun of gay people? Why are we calling them slurs, especially as a Black man, knowing that we still have racist slurs being hurled at us every single way? But if it's not what suits your fancy, if it's not what floats your boat, who are you to come out of your face to say something? You know,
Like, mind your business. Mind your business.
You have been scamming underground independent artists since March. Dave East. We have the screenshots, we have the DMs, we have the amount of money that you did not turn over, and all the playlists that you claim you put these artists on. Those playlists don't exist. So you're a scammer. Lil Nas X would never do that to his fans. And I guess that's because when you are relevant, you don't have to do scams.
Well, I mean, I've yet to give you 5 Dave East songs that I've heard. I haven't heard any. And unfortunately, there's only one song I heard with Lil Nas X. Hopefully that'll change. But
he has a couple of, like, Lil Nas X had a dope single. He does not have any good follow-up tracks like that are sticking.
Yeah, Panini was all right, but it wasn't.
It was
and after that,
and maybe he needs to go back to BeatStars and look for another beat. That's not shade. That's just facts, because he's probably dealing with industry producers that are just trying too hard. You know, rock with the BeatStars community. You know, those motherfuckers that don't believe in working with artists one-on-one and developing a relationship. Work with them.
Yeah, they just want to send you the beat and get paid.
You might be right, B Mar. He says he thinks that Lil Nas X is going to break Michael Jackson's record. Well, for that song, Old Town Road.
If Drake doesn't do it first.
Drake will do it first. I'm not even saying that. I don't even like Drake. I respect
Drake will do it first because he is about to put out an album early next year. He's been promoting it since this month, last month.
I haven't listened to a Drake album since So Far Gone.
I haven't listened to a full album. I just listen to certain songs, certain cuts that, you know, oh my gosh, this is so dope. I do like the new joint with him and Lil Durk. I do like that.
Drake,
I just wish Lil Durk's verse was a little bit longer because I thought
Drake
it was
is
he was
trying
hard.
too hard. I think Drake is just trying too hard. Like I can just tell that he's overthinking it. You know, it's not flowing like because nowadays there's so many producers out here that going through beats, like you're not constructing your song with a producer. You're constructing songs based off shit that people send you. You're doing shit off of beat packs, and it's not a real you know production to me. So that's why his music just sounds like every other SoundCloud rapper that's out here just hopping on shit. These are not album worthy, joints. Like I'm just not really feeling, it's just all rushed. It's just rushed. And you can tell it's rushed. It's like it's a numbers game. So they're gonna keep putting out, singles. They're gonna keep putting out like I think what was the song? Tootsie Slide?
I have yet to hear that song.
It just sounds like again, I believe it was
It's like
specific.
a throwaway, like a throwaway.
Yeah, it was well, it was worse than a throwaway. It was more of a, for the TikTok. Do it for the TikTok. He did it for TikTok. He didn't do that as like a record because he's proud of it and wants his fans to hear it. He just wanted the shit to go viral. And if you're an artist that's only making music because you're hoping to go viral, then just don't fucking make music. You're wasting time. You're wasting our time. You're draining the bandwidth. Upload your shit on SoundCloud and get the fuck out of the way.
Make room for the real artists.
And then, of course, we're going to hear about that. Minx, you're worse than Benjamin. No, the difference between me and Benjamin is that I'm trying to implore you to do better. Benjamin will tell you to quit
And talk shit about your art.
and talk shit about your art. So that's the difference between himself and myself. I do believe a lot of artists are making music just because it's a cool thing to do. I do believe that. Because once you start hitting them with constructive criticism on how to get better, you're a hater. You're this, you're that, you're deaf. That's why you're not going anywhere. That's why your platform is so small. But if you're an artist that's really interested in personal development and artist development and growing to be something, you should be taking criticism and getting your shit better.
I mean, some people can't take the criticism. That's all.
I'll be honest with you. I couldn't take it for years, and it was my dad telling me. He didn't say I was trash. He just was like, you don't need to be that hard. Like you're not presenting yourself like a queen. You're presenting yourself like a hood rat. And I'm like, who what? I
Mhm.
speak call that respect.
Oh, you was gonna say something about Clubhouse. What was the deal with
Oh, we'll save that till tomorrow.
we'll save that for tomorrow? Okay, cool. So I can, dig up some tweets and screenshots. So yeah. On that note, that is all the topics for the night. Do you have a manifestation or no?
Do I have a manifestation?
Do you have a rant or no?
Actually, no, I don't have a rant today. I actually ranted on Twitter today. And for the recap, y'all can actually head over to my Twitter account. I got a a email sent to me from a producer, which I thought was an email that they were looking to submit music. And in fact, they were actually trying to solicit me. And, I thought that my Twitter handle said female producer. But anyway, I went off on Twitter about it and people were sympathizing with me. And of course, I may have an upcoming feature with Jill Winter. I love Jill Winter. That's my homie.
I'm gonna have to do some homework and research.
She does alternative. So you guys are going to see some alternative Minx. Kind of like Coldplay. Coldplay meets Nicki Minaj, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a hell of a mix.
I would love that. I would love to hear her singing not rapping Nicki. I'm not talking about rapping Nicki.
Oh, you talking about Pop Nicki?
I'm talking about pop Nicki. If Nicki Minaj was to do a feature,
I always told you she would be much better in the pop lane and just singing.
she has a great voice. I just,
She does.
Nicki is a good rapper, but she is, to me, it's like she raps on a level of having something to prove, not necessarily like just saying, "Oh, this shit is hot. I got to ride on this one." It's always, I'm better. You're my son. Fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. No, I miss the days that Nikki was confident on her records. She's not confident.
Speaking of you bitches are my sons, what did she have? Did we ever talk about that?
No,
People
we
in the
never,
comments, do y'all know what Nikki had or no?
I bet you it's a boy.
Probably. I don't know. Don't care. Anyway.
Oh, Bmar says it was a boy.
Oh, okay. So will the father be able to be part of his life or ...
I mean, unfortunately, that is a terrible situation. Even though we poke fun at it,
I'm never poking fun at the fact that he's a registered sex offender and all that, and it very well could lose his parental rights, and that's never a funny topic. But well, not but I just wanted to know how that was going to play out. How they had to go through the court system, or how's that going to go?
Well, I will say that unfortunately, I knew a dude that, he was cool peeps. I thought he was dope. He was a great rapper and all this shit. And then, he pulled me to the side. He looked very nervous. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I got a man. He's like, nah, I just got to tell you something. This was years ago. And he was just like, I just have to let you know that I am a registered sex offender. And I was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Have a nice day. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I said, well, and you hear registered sex offender, I'm thinking you raped somebody, you touched some kid, So he always kept his court paperwork on him. And he gave it to me, and I'm sitting across and I'm reading it. And I was like, oh, so it's one of those. See,
he dated someone and the mother turned him in, or
he was messing around with some white chick. And the dad found out. They were both young. They were both I think 16, 17. So he was messing around her, and dad came home, and she started screaming. Not because she was being assaulted. She started screaming at her dad, like, "Dad, no, whatever." So he got scared, jumped out the window, started running, and he told the cops that he raped her. He walked in on her being raped by him. So he's saying, he's told the cops, like, no, that's my girl, whatever. And, she went to the courthouse and corroborated with her dad.
Damn.
So guess who took that case? I helped him with that case. I wrote his dispositions to at least get the shit off of his record. She even stated on record to me when we were doing our publication. Listen, guys, I have a long history of dealing with people with their injustices. This is why I'm so adamant on becoming an attorney someday. We wrote a disposition on his behalf. We then contacted the victim. She admitted that she lied. We had that on record. We were so excited. We handed it to the Legal Aid Society for them to take over the case. They didn't have to do any work. I did all of the work. I asked all the questions. I had everything typed out, everything ready. You know what these people told him? No. Back in the halfway house.
They had to make an example out of him.
They had to. And unfortunately, that was the moment that I realized, I said, this is a fucked up world that we live in.
Twisted system.
The system is not for us. It's against us. And again, everybody that is a registered sex offender is not a horrible, terrible person, especially with someone that was so sweet. And unfortunately, he just couldn't take it anymore. And,
However, I've read quite a few, it's all public record. If you go to your city/state arrest page, it's all public record. I've got some friends who they had to register because of a minor technicality, such as age. Someone's 18, someone's 17. Or the most fucked up part is we're both 15, 16, 17, and mom or dad doesn't approve.
Right.
And it's totally left out, like the person has no say, as in, okay, no, she's not raping me, I'm not being raped, this is my boyfriend. They have no say in that.
They're too young.
Because they're too young, and they have no no legal consent, which I think the age here is 16. I'm not quite sure, but still. But there have been some cases that I've seen where the charges range from uh, something with a minor under the age of 15,
Right.
sodomy, things like that. So, yeah, while it's true that not all sex offenders are, you know, like Jeffrey Dahmer and all that shit,
Right.
sometimes and it sucks
Mhm.
that you have to do background checks on people. You know what I mean?
I think background checks are necessary for
I
everybody.
think so too, but I hate the fact that this will predetermine, women dating. Like, oh, but before I get to know you, I'm just getting to know you. So while we have your whole name, low key, while I'm texting you, I'm looking you up in the database.
But
I have to.
did you see that video? There was a video that was circulating on Instagram with some chick. I think she was on Plenty of Fish or whatever the case may be, some dating site. And the dude that she was talking to, which this is the thing that baffles me. And I'm before I even finish, you're going to know exactly where I'm going with this. So she's talking to dude. He asks to FaceTime her and she talks to him first. And then she's obviously bothered by the level of conversation that he's having. So then she turns on her phone, tells him, "Oh, let me talk to you on my iPad because my phone's about to die." So he's like, "Okay." So she has her phone set up in the corner and she's talking to him. So she said, "Well, so what was you saying again? You said that you like to have, touch little girls and shit." He's just like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying?" It's so I'm sitting there, I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This would not be
Yikes.
something for social media. My ass would have called the cops immediately."
First thing, yes.
So he was going
That's
into,
wild.
oh my girls, like he was dating a couple of chicks and he only, and ladies, I want you guys to hear this. If you are a single mom, I want you to hear this. He only dates women with children. He specified that. He only dates women with
Wow.
children. And if they're little girls, it's even better. So ladies, not saying that you can't, resume your life trying to find love, but these niggas are crazy.
Ain't
These
that the damn
dudes
truth?
are crazy. And you have to, not all men, I'm just saying a lot of men online on these dating apps,
It creeps.
they're creeps. They are looking into dating women that have children because it's easier to molest them. Because they get a little bit of wine in them or whatever the case may be. And that's it. They'll come to you like a knight in shining armor. "Oh, let me buy those diapers for you. Or, oh, let me pay for, little Timmy's school or whatever. And while you're sleeping, your child can't speak
Mm.
because they're in fear. They're being told that if you say anything, I'm going to go right in there and kill your mom. And then I'm going to kill you. Don't bring these men around your children. You want to smash and do the hippity dippity? Go to a motel. Don't bring that shit to your home. Don't bring that shit to your home. So beware. Because when I watched this thing, I was like, I was upset with the chick, first of all, because she just seems, I understand she was trying to catch the footage to have evidence, but
Right.
she just seemed like too, it was too funny for her. What's again? You say you'd like to date chicks that have kids because it's easier. So why don't you tell me about how it was? I said, no, I couldn't have stomached that.
Yeah. The once he said what he said first off, that would have been in the conversation. Matter of fact, I would have recorded that whole thing, sent it straight to the police, and that would have been the end of that.
People were asking her in the comments, did you send this to the police? She's like, I'm going to. No, fuck
No,
you.
bitch, you need to do that. You should have did that when you hung up with him.
You chose to upload it to social media instead. We are not social media investigators. The police are here for a reason, whether you like them or not. You have a man that is using social dating sites, preying on women with children. That's why they need to take off that option on these sites if you are a parent. We don't need,
That's nuts.
you don't need to know that. You don't, if we're talking and we're, doing our thing, we go on a date, that's the purpose of dating. That's how you get to know each other. Yes, I have a kid. Yes, I have several kids. Don't put that shit on your profile. You may be a target for these creeps.
I'm a mother of one. I have a lovely daughter.
Daughter?
What?
Ooh, let me fill your head up so I can get into this child's life. Listen, it's a real problem, ladies. And again, I know that, they have very nice vibrators. They don't hurt you. They won't harm you.
They won't
cheat
give you
on
STD.
They won't talk back to you. They won't touch your kids.
That part.
So please, if you are that fucking horny and you need that type of affection, get a dildo, honey. You don't need these fucking dudes. I'm sorry.
Pornhub is your friend.
Pornhub is your friend. XX, whatever the fuck it is. Just stop bringing these dudes around your kids, please. Like, that's my rant, obviously.
Oh, I didn't even get to give you. We didn't even mean to get into all that, but yeah, that's what that was.
It just happened. This is the Random Talking Indie Music Show, guys.
This is what it is.
I just had to get that off because it's important. And if you guys need to screen grab this and put your little, meme captions and shit, just make sure you put at the Random Talking Indie Music Show on Instagram.
Yeah, give us credit, man. We love credit.
I know there's a lot of bitches that need to hear that. A lot of bitches, and I'm calling y'all bitches because you're being selfish. Your wet vag is more important than keeping your child safe.
You made that sound so nasty. That sound like a nasty, dirty catfish, what you just said.
What was I supposed to say? Your moist vagina? Like what?
Ew, that's even worse.
Thank you, B-Mar. Thank you, B-Mar. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. He's a first-time viewer.
Prayer hands.
He may return. So
so we are here Monday through Wednesday from 7 until, and then we have the merciless mix. Afterwards, we're going to wrap this up because I do have to get up early in the morning. I'm still trying to get used to this whole daylight saving mess after so long. I really thought today was Tuesday.
It was 4:00 for 3 hours.
I saw your tweet. I was like, yep.
It's like I looked down I said, let me work on these playlists. I'm like going through 100 songs and I look, it said 4:00. I said, great. I started curating again. I was like, oh God, it must be almost 6:00. Hopefully I look up, it was 4:04. I said, what the
Oh shit.
Oh.
But yeah, we're here Monday through Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. And then we've got the merciless mix after that. Only on mixler.com/Minx Radio, because unfortunately we cannot play the shit here on the live stream because Facebook and YouTube would mute and flag our shit. We ain't got time. We believe in giving the indie artists, a fair chance, a fair spin. And besides, how people are going to listen back to our podcast if you mute the shit and you're like, wait, I can't hear nothing. So yeah, so the merciless mix will be on mixler.com/Minx Radio. You can listen to it on the browser and also download the free app for Android and iPhone. I guess to wrap up, like I said at the top of the show, join the hustle culture, follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and also join the Merciless Cast at the top of every month. Get your premium jewels for a low price. Fuck all that scam shit, because that ain't what we do. Head on over to the Minx Show podcast, minxradio.com. Hit that merch tab. Get you some Minx Mafia merch, because bitch, it's cold outside. You need a hoodie. You need a hat. And she got them, I'm going to assume. Also, for those who missed at the top of the show, John the Don, Bullpen Rap League is hosting a Next Top Bull tour. These are the official cities and the dates if you are a battle rapper and you want your shot.
And this is not an audition, guys. You are coming with your bars. You're
coming with your bars. Yeah, this is not a tag a battle rapper. This is not that deal. This is a come up, spit your hottest, get your body bag, get your 3-0, do what you got to do. This is some legit shit. You see the dates, you see the cities. For more information, hit up Bullpen Battle League at gmail.com on how to enter tournaments. Sponsored by Caffeine TV. Shout out to Caffeine TV. Y'all keep us lit all the time. So I'm sure there's going to be, like I said, it's going to be cash prizes and all types of other shit. But yeah,
I'm gonna actually hit up John after this to talk to him about it, because I know that he I told him that I was going to be promoting it on Caffeine.
Yeah.
John is my cousin, guys, so of course that's fam. So we really serious about, all this, looking out for the underground and giving people opportunities. And my cousin is definitely excited about this. I was going to enter, but I'm not trying to die. So
Yeah, they're about to do a Queen of the Ring battle.
I saw that.
I need a constant reminder because I want to see that. Follow us on the social medias. I am at 7_5_9 beats VA. Mix is that female producer. Please don't ask her for do you need beats, because it says it right here. And don't ask me because it says it right here.
Don't ask me if I need beats, because I'm going to ask you if you want a lump. You're going to say a lump? Lump sum? No, lump on your head. Get off of my fucking TV.
Oh my gosh. Not the lump sum. And also follow us on Instagram. Minx is going by at Minx Radio now, not the Minx Show. I have to edit that, by the way. And also we are on there at Random Talk Indie Music Show, where we upload clips, funny parts and bits, and all types of cool shit.
Amen.
Amen. So y'all stick around for the good old Merciless Mix. My homegirl DJ Minx Merciless on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? DJ Panic Attack. Unsure what song to play next.
What is this, BPM?
So we thank y'all for tuning in with us. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Caffeine TV, YouTube. Thank y'all so very much. For those that are listening on Mixler.com, we thank you so very much. Tune in with us tomorrow for more foolery, fuckery, shenanigans. That is the RTIM show. We're here to educate you, give you life. And shout out to everybody who's our first time viewers. Thank y'all so much. Our first time listeners, thank you so much. And we'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. That's that on that. So y'all stick around for the Merciless Mix. We at this bitch till tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night.